Listen closely. This isn't just another story. This is a mirror for you, the one who's always there for everyone else, even when you're not there for yourself. The one who says yes when deep down you're screaming no. The one afraid of being called selfish, if just once you choose to protect your peace. You see, when people say the word selfish, it sounds like an insult, like an accusation. But is that the whole truth? What if selfishness is the quiet scream of a soul that's given too much for far too long? What if it's not arrogance, but survival? What if, when they called you selfish, that was the first time you'd finally been honest with yourself? Not every silence is coldness. Not every no is a lack of love. Not every boundary is a wall. Some are bandages. In today's world, you're judged by how much you give. Rarely does anyone ask, how much is left of you? Brené Brown says, the most compassionate people I've met are the ones with the strongest boundaries. Oprah Winfrey reminds us, if you don't learn to say no, your life will always belong to someone else. And Steve Harvey, in his bold, unapologetic way, would tell you, you ain't a trash can. Stop letting people dump their mess on you just to prove you're good. This isn't weakness. This is self-respect. This is healing. There's someone out there, maybe a mother, a sister, a friend, who's always cooking, cleaning, helping, listening. She never complains. She just keeps going. And then, one day, she stops and says, not today. And they call her selfish. But no one sees the night she cried alone. No one hears the silence she's carried. She's not selfish. She's just finally choosing to breathe. He used to be the fixer, the one who showed up, the one who loaned money, offered advice, carried the weight. But then he stopped, and people said, he's changed. He only thinks about himself now, but no one asked why he started to say no. The truth? He had nothing left to give. Once, there was someone who always texted first, called first, checked in. Hey, how are you really? But one day, they went quiet, and the silence stretched, and people said, they've become distant, cold. But no one realized that silence was protection. That person just tired of being the only one who cared. Let's be real. Not all selfishness is noble. Sometimes selfishness is just avoidance. Sometimes it's fear of effort, fear of connection, fear of commitment. There are those who don't give, not because they're protecting themselves, but because they've never learned to care. There's a difference between protecting your peace and running from love, between choosing yourself and abandoning everyone else. True wisdom is balance, knowing when to help and when to hold back, knowing when to give and when to guard, knowing that a yes without peace is a betrayal of the soul. Maybe you're not selfish. Maybe you're just exhausted. Maybe you finally realized you can't keep filling others while you're running on empty. If today you didn't return a call, maybe you were protecting your energy. If today you said no, maybe it was the first time you said yes to yourself. Do you know what real strength looks like? It's choosing yourself without needing permission. It's saying, I won't keep burning to keep others warm, especially when they never brought firewood. In a world that demands everything from you, being selfish sometimes just means being alive. And listen to me now. Selfishness isn't always a weapon of the weak. Sometimes it's the final line of defense for your soul.